watching movies and dying inside.
Hi there, gang. I just saw 28 Years Later, written by Alex Garland and directed by Danny Boyle, now in theaters. 28 Years Later continues the story of the rage virus outbreak in Great Britain that began in 2002's 28 Days Later, and later in 2007's 28 Weeks Later. Sort of. It retcons a development from the latter film, but it's not a big deal. First off, if you're like me, you're probably thinking that A, it hasn't been 28 years since the first film, and B, what about 28 months later? Like the retcon, it's not a big deal, so don't worry about it too much. 28 Years Later follows a family on an isolated island community in Scotland that closed itself off and became self-sustaining after all of Great Britain was quarantined by the global community, and regularly patrolled to make sure no one leaves the area. And there's your first problem with the film. While it's believable that the outbreak would be quarantined, it's absurd that an entire country will be cut off for decades, with whole segments of the population left to fend for themselves. But you might be thinking that, maybe the rest of Europe is afraid of asymptomatic carriers. Well, you'd think after 30 years that they would have a way to test for that. And that's not even factoring in that outside of a very small percentage, the rage virus zombies are pretty easy to kill, because they're basically just normal people. Very feral, very naked people. Aside from all that, the plot is focused and intimate. The story of Alfie William Spike, a 12-year-old struggling with his worldly father, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson, and an unwell mother, played by Jodie Comer. And the acting is uniformly excellent across the board. The film ends satisfyingly until a weird left turn of an ending designed to lead into a sequel, because apparently this is going to be a new trilogy. 28 Years Later is a solid follow-up, particularly to the first film, but it remains to be seen whether the two upcoming sequels enhance it or woefully drag it down.